you had one turnover. How would you assess your night, given that?
I thought I came out and played with a lot of confidence. My teammates really keep me motivated, keep me going. Like, they're my biggest fans, and I love them to death. And a night like tonight doesn't happen if I don't have these players around me.
And at one point, after you had the N1 shot, you were on the court and slapped the carrier dome. I guess what was going through your mind then?
Just motivation, fire, passion. I mean, when you're in a game like that, it's just any little thing, and I wanted to do what I could to get my team going. And I've always been kind of known as that fiery, hothead player, so it was really motivating that the shot went down and we got the N1, and I wanted to keep them motivated to push forward and finish the game out.
And I know you guys are more worried about the score than your own stats, but when you're dominating as much as you were, do you kind of realize what's going on?
I didn't look at it as me being my night. I was more so kind of concerned with us losing. Whether I had 32 or 2, it was more so how are we going to finish this game and come out victorious.
Have you ever had a night like this, and on any level?
High school.
Do you know what your highest point total has been?
40.
40?
Yes.
So when Q says that this is the best performance in his 9 years that he's seen from a point guard, what does that mean to you?
It kind of makes me want to cry because it's honestly humbling that he looks at my performance tonight like that. I mean, I know there's been a lot of great players that have come through here, so for him to really say that, it speaks volume, and it's really a blessing and an honor.
Brianna, battling against, the injury, the foul trouble, and, one of the best forwards in the conference, how did you just go through the entire night just battling? What was going through your mind, in those ups and downs?
Well, at first, we were just having to play really good defense and get rebounds because, I know that's what she does. And Wake Forest as a whole, they're a good rebounding team. I know we had to limit their rebounds and just play hard. It was really tough playing with fouls and then the injury. But, I mean, obviously I fouled out, but I feel like I came back and did my best that I could, knowing that I was still hurting and stuff. But, it was all for my team, really. That's all it is every night. Play for my teammates because we're all each other has. So it's just my family.
How did the injury affect you, after you came back? Did it affect you at all or motivate you to play harder?
It motivated me, but it slowed me down a little bit just because, obviously I came back, but it wasn't the same. But I tried my best to go out there and play hard.
And Brianna, in the first half alone, you had 5 or 6 blocks, and always seemed like you were a step ahead of the player you were going up against. What was working so well then that allowed you to dominate like that?
Well, I usually don't block because they always call the foul. But I guess tonight they just were my friends. And, they let me just play basketball, so I guess that's what it was.
Alexis, what's it like when you see a player like Brianna, cutting through an injury, and how does that fire up the rest of the team, battling all night?
Well, Brianna's a tough player, For her, a lot of people might think she's undersized or she's too small, but Brianna has one of the biggest hearts, and she has had some of the toughest challenges playing some of the best post players in the country. So I think for us, it's great for us moving forward that we can see Brianna being able to come back after being hurt and really continue to play.
You mentioned her injury. It looked like you tweaked your left hamstring. Was that what it was, a cramp?
I had a Charlie horse, yes.
Taylor, you had another big night as far as offensive rebounds. What is it that you just go in there and be a spark plug under the basket?
I'm just very aggressive, and I saw Brandon Davis. She was taking a lot of the rebounding. She was having a lot of trouble, and at the time they was trying it was all doubling her with the rebound. So I just stepped in, and I try to help my teammates out as much as I can. If I'm not scoring, I try to do something else always.
And there was one point where you had a couple of players coming around you, and you found Petey in the corner. How nice is it when you have a player that's so hot that you can just know I'm going to get her the ball?
Well, I always see them open, and they always knock down my shots, so they give me little assists, so it's always good.
Taylor, you hit one shot, as the shot clock expired, another big momentum kind of play. Just what do you remember from that play, and why was that so important?
All I know is I got the ball when I turned, I was wide open, so I shot it, and I was like, oh thank you. Because at first I didn't know if De'Erica was going to be there to block, because I saw her on my right shoulder, so when I turned, I was like, ugh. When I went to go throw it up, I'm like, oh, she's not even here, so I'm going to take a chance.
Taylor, it always seems like Coach Q is on your case, maybe sometimes unfairly, and you admitted it tonight. What is it How is it for you to kind of get that tough love?
I'm used to it because my high school coach did it, so it's kind of like the same thing. It is a point where you're like sometimes you're like get upset, but I know it's all for the best, so I don't take it negatively.
Anything else, guys? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.